What's up, guys? It's your boy, back at you with another video, you get me? Basically, if you ain't read the title already, today we're going to go over some basic AI Move 2. Basically, we're going to show two different types of AI Move 2. We're going to show how to get the AI to move to you, and how to get the AI to move to another thing, like another pawn or something. Just basically a simple AI Move 2 little tutorial thing. Just to help you guys, because I got stuck on this today, and I've been stuck on this multiple times. And while it's fresh in my mind, we're going to talk about it. So also, I'm going to make a tutorial project, which I'm going to be using, seeing as now I'm out here on the YouTube. On the Z YouTube, you get me? So, let me get this. I can't even. Tutorial. P. Project. Nice. Tutorial project. Also, guys, get into the habit of using blank projects. Trust me, it's for the better. It's gonna make you a better. It's just gonna make you better at Unreal overall, because it's cheating using other stuff. And personally, I always found it harder to backtrack on one of those templates or someone else's template or any template of any kind. It's harder to figure out what's going on there than if you've built it yourself. And there's only so many projects you can make and build it yourself from scratch before it's stuck in your memory. Trust me. So basically, this is a blank project, which is supposed to be blank, but it's got mountains in here. But it does this. It's kind of blank. It's not really a blank project, but yeah. Let this load, because I think it was loading something then. Is it loading anything? No, everything's loaded. So basically, when you come on a blank project, guys, it just automatically comes through here onto this default level. But we haven't saved anything yet, so it's just. This is just where it spawns, yeah. So I always like to go file, file, new level, and I'll just go to basic or empty, or the open world one is this. I like basic because it just puts you on this little screen. It takes, when you got a slower computer, it doesn't take as much energy for your computer to run this little platform. You get me? So, and then also now we're on here, file, save current level as, and we'll call it level 1, or actually, as of recent, I've been calling it test level. So now we've got this test level. Get me? And also, guys, one more thing, I'm sorry to confuse everyone. If we come down to project settings real quick, because we are on a blank project, guys, this is kind of like basic setup. Come down here and type in map, editor startup map. You can have this on whatever level you want. I either would have it on my test level or main menu, depending on what so test level. So basically, when you open your project next, it's gonna come through to this level that we're on now, which is the test level. Yeah. Okay, so. Basically, there's nothing in here at all. So, yeah. So basically, we're gonna do AI move to us. So the AI will chase us, or we're going to do AI move to something else, like the AI will chase something. You get me? So there's a couple things we need. We need us, a character. We need the bad guy, like the AI that's doing the chasing. And then we need another, a civilian, which the AI is going to chase, you get me? So, you don't have to do exactly what I do, guys. I just like to keep things organized, so I'll make a folder called character. Here, or characters. Characters. And then in here, I'll just do another folder and call it AI. So inside this character one, you want to right click, blueprint class, character. and we're going to call this player 1. Player 1, and that's going to be us. And then we need 2 more characters. We need another character. You can use characters or pawns or different things. Basically, I've found it more suitable. I've found it most suitable to use characters for this. See, I'm typing character now because I'm mentioning characters. So let's put zombie because I'm always making zombies at the minute. So that's what we're going to put, and we'll put one more character and we'll call it civilian. So basically we're going to be testing. I'm just going to show you how to have either or. It's either chasing you as a player, or maybe you want like not to chase the player. Maybe the player is like a camera up here and you want like things chasing each other like away, you know what I mean, like other things chasing each other, simulator or something, I don't know, you get me? So right, so we've got our characters. First thing we want to do is set up our guy. We're not going to do movement on him because that will take too long. We're basically just going to put our person here, well, anything here, just like a static mesh inside this mesh here. So you want to click this static mesh in this list, scroll down to this list, and you can choose anything you want that pops up in here. I just use the cube because default cube is my name at the minute. You get me? So we've got a default cube, and whilst this mesh is selected, we want to add here, add a camera. You get me? So put that thing here. And this is just for the sake of, there's slightly better ways to do this. You could put like something called a spring arm also here, which you will learn about in game design if you're brand new. You'll learn about these things. Don't stress yourself. This is just to show you how to get the AI to chase you. So basically, this is all we really need for that. We don't even need color on our guy. So now we've set up that character, we need to link that character into this map, because if we press play, basically we're just like the ghost, the default ghost, you get me? We can do stuff. The default ghost at least has movement and shit. We don't even have movement like this without the default ghost, you get me? So now guys, we want to, in world settings, so I'm pressing spacebar on that, making that menu come up. In world settings here, come down a bit, it says game mode override. In here we need to choose a game mode, but we're going to make one because we're on test level, right? Come back to content, let's keep it organized, make a new folder, call it game modes. You can't put spaces in these folder things either. Inside game modes, make a right click, make a blueprint class, game mode, and just call it test game mode. And a test game mode is basically just like a thing with some settings in, and those settings are basically, you can select it here, test game mode, now back in world settings. You can select it here, and then when you open this next little drop down, you can change the settings in here. We're going to put like this character that we just made, player 1, we're going to tell him to spawn. So basically there's two ways you can set it. You can either do it here, down here in this drop down, or when you make this test game mode, you can just open it. Open your test game mode and it'll be in here. Default pawn class. Then we go player 1, compile, save. And then because we've done it in the world settings here, default pawn class is player 1, but it doesn't matter which way you do it. It will change either way, so don't worry about that. So now is all that's going to do, guys, is when we press play on this level, because this is the world settings of this level, on this level this is going to happen because we've put our cube in this character with a camera behind him. So that camera's a little bit low, so make your camera up a bit, angle it down a bit. This is all totally custom, guys. You can have the camera behind you square if you want, and you won't be able to see shit. So you see on my screen now, I'll just press play. Let's escape, press play again. Basically is all I've done is make it so you can see we can't move at anything. I'm just gonna put like the AI in front of us so you can see them chase each other, and then I'll turn the AI to face me and then put the setting there, and he's gonna run at me, and you'll be able to see that the AI will come towards you, and if you run away, if you had movement, he'll continue to chase you. Right, so we've got that basic character in here now, guys. So now we go to the AI. We'll do the AI come to us first. So we've got a zombie, so drag your zombie in. You can still drag your characters and stuff in even though it's empty, it's just a ghost. And this blue arrow is the direction it's facing. So if you manipulate your camera around a little bit, so you can get up here and rotate it around to face the player spawn place, the player spawn location, whatever this is called, a player start. This controller and a flag is called a player start, you get me? So put the zombie back there, put it further back actually, so there's like a fair distance. Control Shift S to save everything. Control space bar to open this menu down here. Now go back to your zombie blueprint, and in the zombie blueprint, let me half and half these screens. Inside your zombie blueprint, we are going to click on the mesh, scroll down in these details down here. Sometimes, guys, people be confused because your details, some people's details are like over here on the right hand side of the screen like that. I have my details down here. I like it down here. But you can have, it could be somewhere else in your screen, so don't freak out. Anyway, click on your mesh, scroll down to skeletal mesh here, and then put whatever you want. Again, I'm using the default cube. And just for argument's sake, we'll press compile, and when you press compile and it loads, it's going to come up with a material underneath, and we're going to put, is there a red one? Because red means like evil and scary and fire. You get me? Red fire. You know what I mean? So the evil cube is red. So if we press play now, you can see the evil cube floating in front of us, right? So that's the bad guy that's going to chase us. Right, so next, after we've done that, you click on your mesh, add something called a pawn sensing. And this is basically like this radius thing around you, all these lines. All these lines mean different things. The green line's sight, and the blue lines are like, one's hearing and another's something else. Scent. What basically is all you need to know is the green one is sight, and one of the others is hearing. So we just need sight for this video. So when you click on pawn sensing, down here in the details, just underneath, compile, it's going to have sight radius. If you bring it in and out, you're going to see what it does. This is just like how far you can see. You have to test this one out. It's a bit shit really, like it don't make sense that it's like radius. It should be like sight distance or something. But it is what it is on Real Talk. This one here, peripheral vision, is like, you see like how it sees. It's cool actually. You can see it in Unreal there, what's happening. So this is like kind of, if you have it narrow like this, you're going to be able to juke him, do like, if you do a sharp left, he won't be able to see you anymore, basically. That's what that is. So put that to what you want. the tutorial I learned on Gorka Games told me to put it to 70, so I always put it to that. Or but you can put it to whatever. Let's put it to 50 just for argument's sake. Compile that. You can see like quite far. This radius. The reason I'm bringing this up because if you make it bigger and smaller, I think this might be how far ahead you can see. To be honest with you, so that's probably what that is. So just put that somewhere where you want. Compile that. And now we've got those things done. Event graph next, guys, up here on the zombie. We're going to click on there. And in event graph, we're going to click the pawn sensing here, right click it, add event, on C pawn. And basically, oh, my ankle's hurting, guys. In this, we're basically going to code it now to say like chase us. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing is we're going to get an AI move to down here. Move this up. Oh god. Let me make this a bit bigger. Just for the sake of people working on like mobile or something. So in the zombie, once you've got your AI moved to, in the pawn, it's going to be self. So just type in self, get reference to self. It's going to be self because this bit is all, how I understand it is this pawn is what's going to move with the AI move to. So our self, the zombie, is going to move with this. How do I know that? Because I've done it like 45 times. That's basically what most of Unreal is muscle memory. You don't need to know how everything works as long as you know how the basic blueprint reads and you understand. Like it's kind of like reading and writing. You don't understand every word, but you can still read. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is. So yeah, our self is gonna move, and here you can put like a target actor, or you can put like a destination here. So out of target actor, guys, if we type player character, it's this one here in the list, and we're gonna got dry throat. We're gonna compile. Just quickly have a drink. So basically, in theory, that should be done. So if we compile that, put this back over here, come back to the level. There's one more thing we need to do inside this level. We need to come up here, click on this little box and an add symbol and type in nav. And this is top one, nav mesh bounds. It's basically this little trigger box thing. If we move it down to the map so it's like going into the floor, you'll see when it's going into the floor. There, it's going into the floor. It's basically like a trigger box which tells anything that you've done in a blueprint that's AI related that it can only happen if it's inside this special nav mesh trigger box. It should be called like an AI movement box. I don't know why they have like strange names for things, but this is basically an AI movement box. So you need this. You want to make it like bigger than the map, bigger and taller, and like going through the floor. And then once you've got that box big like that, press P. It's gonna go green, and that green area is where like your AI and stuff can now, they're like activated in this area. So now if you press play after doing that little bit, he's gonna run at you. See what I mean, guys? Real simple stuff. So if we exit and press play again, he's gonna run at you. So if we go back into the zombie blueprint, you can see is all we've done is that. That's literally all we've done. On C pawn, AI move to, and then out of the target actor, get the player character, because we are the player character, and then the self is the pawn that's moving. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how to swap this and get this zombie that's running at us now. We're gonna get him to like run across here and go get like a civilian thing here. So let's come down here and add a civilian in, and we'll move this zombie back. So you don't have to do this exact as I'm doing it, guys, but you can copy me if you want. So we'll rotate this 90, drag him back over here, and then we'll control and spacebar, and we'll drag our civilian right in front of him like this, just so it's in front. And then if we got a mesh, double click your civilian, open your civilian blueprint up, and then we're going to click on the mesh inside the civilian, and we're going to add a static mesh in here. I'm going to click, well, I'm choosing the cube. You can choose whatever you want, guys. Drag it down to the bottom if you want. You could have a floating cube if you wanted. And I'm just going to come down here after compiling to the elements, and I'm going to just put it as pink. Choose pink if you want pink. Compile. Doesn't seem to want to update. Maybe this is like some weird translucent pink or something. Oh no, there we are. It's purple actually. So this is the civilian. Test level. Let's press play. So the purple cube's a civilian. We need like a more of a different color, to be honest, because that's quite close. We'll put blue. Compile. Play. The blue one's civilian, the red one's evil. Okay, guys. So now we go to the zombie, back to the zombie AI. Now we've got the civilian AI in front of it, and we're gonna get rid of this player character bit. And from here, well, there's a couple ways we can do this actually, you know, guys. I'll show you two ways to do it. The first way is with a cast. We're gonna go cast. God, I can't type. Cast to, what did we call it? Civilian. Like that. Plug this into here. And plug this as civilian into there. Compile. Press play. Oh. There's one more. It's funny actually, because I wanted this to happen, because this is what I got stuck on before, and I wanted this to happen so I could show you. Even though we have the nav mesh bounds, even though this looks like it should work here, in, where the hell is it? In the zombie. This looks like it should work, but there's one thing that we need to click to make this work. And in the pawn sensing here on the zombie, if you click on this and scroll down, it's a box checked here called only see players. Turn that shit off, trust me. My mate saved me on this. Now watch. Are you mad? You don't know how long I was stuck on this for, guys. You ain't got a clue. So just to show you, tick this on, compile. Also, guys, if we tick this off real quick, tick it back on again, just so we're just basic where we was. If you don't press compile and press play, it compiles for you. Just let you know that. Also, so don't worry if you don't press compile and press play. I remember when I first had Unreal and I pressed play without pressing compile, I was like, no, it don't matter. So we just ticked this off and it was working. Now we're ticking it back on again to show you. So when it's on, it doesn't work. Stop. Tick it off. Press play. It works. Okay, I'm just doing this. This is how you learn in Unreal. You get me? Clickety click thing. You know what I mean? So we'll click that back on. Press play. Now that works. So that's how you get it to chase it one way. And there's one more way. Because some people don't like doing casts. This is why I wanted to show you this. Some people be like, oh, you shouldn't cast for whatever reason, or I don't want to use a cast. You get me? there's three ways actually. You can come out of here and type get all, or is it just all? This one. No, it's not going to work that way. Okay, but we do need that same thing. Come up here, guys, to event begin play. Drag across from event begin play and type get all actors of class. That top one there. Get all actors of class. Because sometimes you can get that from here. Like you can literally get all actors of class. But no, it doesn't want to work. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. So here we drag out get all actors of class, and we're going to put civilian here. It's going to come up. Let me do that again because I feel like that white box is in the way. You click this drop down, type civil, well, or whatever your character is named, that's where you're going to find it. And then out of this out of actors, we're going to go get copy, and it's this one here, get copy, right at the bottom. And then we're going to right click, promote to variable, connect this up here, and click on this again. And we're going to change the name of it over here in the details. If it's like this, it's this bottom one, this new one with civilian or the name of your character attached to it. You can just rename it here if you wanted to, or in the details. So we're going to call it the same as what it is, what we put in this drop down, which I put civilian. You can name it whatever you want, but you gotta keep a method to your madness with naming stuff or you'll lose things. Civilian. Down here we can basically now, because we've set it here, set it to a variable, compile that, we can just get it from this list, drag it, get, plug it in there, compile. So we've got this up here in the event begin play, get actors of all class, save that as a variable, and then on C pawn is going to get the civilian, and itself is going to move after this, and there we go. Two different ways of setting that up, guys. Hopefully that has helped some people out there. There's no movement or anything on here, guys, but it's good. It's good to test your brain, and now you've got my channel, which is going to help you work from a blank project, because there just wasn't enough people paying enough attention to how tricky the ins and outs are in the beginning. So I'm going to do my best to try and fill that gap, or at least as best I can. That's all I can do in it. So I appreciate everyone anyway. Is there anything else I want to talk about while I'm here? Yeah, there's a few things you can do from this, guys. For example, I can show you a little extra if for those of you who've made it to the end. And this is real simple. For example, if we go to your civilian now, or you can do this on any one you want, what we can do is get the civilian to just walk around. You get me? So it's not just standing there and getting chased. So you come to your civilian, and on event begin play, so I had some weird fucking reflux thing then. On event begin play, just drag out of here and type AI move to, again same one, and we're just gonna basically get it to randomly roam around, just like walk around. So again, out of the pawn, it's the self, because we want this blueprint to move. And then the destination this time, not the target actor, because we're not asking it to chase anything. We're going to get random, and it's this one called get random reachable point radius or something like that. Bring that, and then out of the origin here, we're going to choose the actor, this actor that we are. Get actor location. This one, get actor location. So basically it's going to get a random radius from this point, and then you set like how big that radius is, so like 500. compile, and basically it's gonna randomly go to that point, but then it's gonna stop because it's just gonna do this once. So if we disconnect this, actually right click and just make a custom event, and just name it like randomly roaming, and then out of event begin play here type randomly roaming, and we're going to find that event that this event that we just made. So we connect this red one up to the AI move around. So basically when the event begins play, it's going to start randomly roaming, and then on the success of randomly roaming, once it's done randomly roaming, it's going to randomly roam again. Randomly roaming. Now you could do like a delay in between here if you wanted to. Delay of whatever time you wanted. 2 seconds or something, you get me? Then it will randomly roam again. So basically now if we press play, the blue one's going to be randomly roaming, and the red one's going to be following him while he's randomly roaming. So let those AI do their thing. So if we press escape, we can make that radius a little bit bigger. 1000. Enter play. Now that one's doing the right mission. So quickly also guys, we'll go to our player and we'll make the camera higher. So if you go to characters, go to player 1, viewport camera, back that camera up nice and high, just so we can see what's going on. It would be cool. Press play. There we go guys, we've got a red dot chasing a blue dot. So I just wanted to quickly add this into the video guys while I remember. Basically after like the zombie, if you're in the zombie blueprint here guys, after on C pawn and the AI's moved to, on success, once it gets to this position here, the acceptance radius, it's going to stop. I forgot to mention this in the video. So on success, basically you're gonna wanna split this up guys. So on C pawn, you're just gonna wanna do a custom event like this and just type chasing player or something, and just connect this in here, and then on C pawn just type that same thing, chase player. Move this down like this. So basically it's split it up here, but we've only split it up here, so on success we can chase the player again like that and then save. So basically now that's the fix for on success. When it gets there, it's going to stop chasing and do nothing. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's that guys. Hopefully guys this has helped someone out there if you stuck through it this long. If I'm not giving information in the right way, let me know. If you've got what you needed from it and I'm showing enough, let me know. Just give me some tips and tricks down there. These are early days for my YouTube channel guys, but I'm happy to be here, I'm happy to help, and I'm happy to be learning, because I'm glad I broke through like this early bird's barrier, you know, because it's a painful thing. This is like, you have to suffer. Like people ask me how do I learn like the basics of game design. You gotta suffer, mate. You've either gotta suffer, or you can go to university and still suffer. But like going to university or however you do it isn't going to guarantee your success in any way. It's up to you if you want to do it. I love doing this shit. Like I do this because I love it. I suffered through hours of YouTube videos because I like doing this. So if you like doing it, just do it. You know what I mean? And suffer. So other than that guys, hope everyone's having a great day, great night, whatever. You get me? I'm rambling now. Right. I'll see you in the next one because I got to get a thumbnail real quick. We out.